Like, this bit of the game and that lot is visually fucking amazing. Like, they do really well. But the storyline on this one...
Come by. Now orbiting Gadara.
Pathfinder, you have new email.
Anomaly on sensors.
Anomaly on sensors, why? Compared to 1, 2, and 3, the storylines...
You have AVP outstanding, Pathfinder.
Dog. Like, in all fairness. Right. I mean, I don't even remember what the storyline was in this game anymore. Let me just do that.
Lexi, I hear Scott's back on his feet. He's hovering around. Nowhere near ready for the field.
Pathfinder, you have pending vid calls.
I can't wait to see Ephraim's face when he...
Ryder, I was just thinking about you.
I'd love to hear more, but this isn't a private channel.
I could tell you over drinks. Sloane's holding a get-together for the locals. I managed to snag an invite. Care to be my +1?
I'm too busy, Reyes. You'll have to make do without me.
Your call. Don't work too hard, Ryder.
Ryder, I was just about to call you.
Everything all right?
I've got numbers, coordinates, flashing in my head. I think it's an SOS from Mason.
That's quite the leap.
Just hear me out. What if Mason's using my SAM implant to send me his location?
We did find evidence that Natanus may be intact.
What evidence?
A bunch of stasis pods were jettisoned from the Ark. No survivors. But the logs show it happened long after Natanus hit the Scourge.
Someone's still flying the damn thing.
Scourge or not, colonists were ejected from the Ark.
There must be an explanation. Here are the coordinates for my implant. Meet me there. We'll find answers.
Caught up with pages, likes, and that lot. Bless him. And comments. Like I say, she always does that for me. She always goes on the video after, and she always puts the comment that she puts usually within the chat if she's not fell asleep.
So...
So?
So... Isn't this the best time to be alive? Yeah, I've decided it is.
Or the best time to be awake, as the case may be.
No, awake and alive. Because if you weren't here, you'd be dead. Best time to be alive.
Yeah, though I don't know how we top this feeling. For now, maybe we don't have to. I want to learn more about your species.
What would you like to know?
Oh, absolutely fuck all, bro.
Enough about that. I'll see you later, Jal.
Stay strong and clear.
Right. We still didn't even find out how to put settlement on that fucking
with Meridian active.
Not again.
planet
I've seen
either.
reports of flowering styles and plants that didn't have them before.
That's one thing that we didn't do. We forgot to put a settlement on that planet. So we gotta go back there to do that. Which technically now we shouldn't have a problem in putting a settlement on, because we've, as far as I'm aware, we've dealt with everything on the planet. Like there's nothing left upon this planet. It was that one. That's the first one we terraformed. That one there. That's the one we're on. No, that's not the one we're on, dumbass. We're on that one. What? Wait for to come calling. Why? Why can't I just go and set the fucking area up? Like why have I got to wait for an arsehole to call? I want to see what the fucking science lab looks like. We've already got a military. So now I want to see what the science one looks like. Thank you, Paige. I've only just realised that you put the comment. It didn't show up on the TV screen like it normally does. Oh, I got so many French words to say to this game. Bonjour, un, trois, quatre, cinq, six. Flemley la bouche. And now let's do the English ones. Fucking arsehole, wanking, prick, twat, fucking useless cunt. Couldn't have let me know that before I went down there. I don't know how to swear in France. You've been to a party, that why you're waiting, and you're welcome. Yeah, I said no to the party. I thought he was asking me on a date and shit. I was like, nope. Kinda like this chicken pub, mate. I could take you out for a drink, please. Why? I want to take you out for a drink. We're in a pub. Why can't you just have a drink with me now? But it's not one-to-one. It can be one-to-one. You just got to communicate to me. Like, just because we know people even, it doesn't matter whether we go somewhere where people we don't know. I'm someone that's gonna wander off anyway.
Where is everybody?
I told them to get out of my sight.
And she really wasn't my type of bird, to be honest. Like, nothing wrong with her. She seemed a lovely girl. And she was quite pretty as well, but just... yeah, not my type.
What happened?
The charlatan used my own people to beat up Kitus. He's alive, barely.
I know you and Kitus are close.
You don't know shit. I didn't call you here for a pity party.
Why did you call me? Not that I'm complaining.
The charlatan left a note on Kaitis's body. He wants to settle things between us. Meeting spot is in Drowlear.
Could be a trap.
You think? I can't trust my own people, but you're an outsider. And you've proven reasonable before.
The charlatans had plenty of time to act. Why make a move now?
I ignored the collective for too long. Thought they were just another ragtag group of upstarts. Now they're bold and dangerous. What happened to Kaitis is on me. I've got to end this before it gets worse. You with me?
I'll watch your back.
Kadara's fate will be decided at this meeting. I was hoping it wouldn't come to this, but... Hey, shit happens, right? Meet me at this location. I'll go on ahead.
Correct, sweetheart. Shit happens, and it is what it is. Only the true people that have lived through hell understand those sayings. Anyone that's had a sweet life, mate, don't even understand it is what it is. And shit happens. Same shit, different day. But don't get me wrong, I enjoy streaming and everything, but it's disappointing when you did it for a reason to never get to that reason. You know what I mean? I didn't want money for a car, I didn't want money for fucking this or that. I wanted money to go to court for my son. Was the main reason why I started streaming. Because of watching a lot of spoiled brats get a lot of donation money. And I didn't put donation on my area until someone advised me to, and I did, and you know, that was it. And the donations were only going to ever be used to put more games because of how fucking low my subscribing rate was. I was just going to use that money. Do this mission, and then you get your base at time. I pretty much do the exact same thing that I don't care about reading whatever the passage does. Oh. So, yeah. There's a diamond there now. Pardon me. And that's what I originally did this for. And also, you know, if I'd got my son, I could have even involved him into my streaming career as well. Hopefully setting him a career up for when he got older, if he wanted to pursue this life. If not, I'd have advanced him in his life that he wanted to pursue. And I would have used the money that I could have received through this if everything turned out better than what it is now. Right. But it turns out brain-dead idiots just want to watch the same game over and over and over again. And the problem is I watch what people watch, and I don't see where the physical entertainment is. It's just idiots with no actual vocabulary, unable to actually speak, playing the same game over and over again, and saying, "RIP in the chat, guys," and that's about it. And then pussy holes that pick on people that are really not even worth a target. See, I don't pick on people that ain't not worth my time. Now, if you show yourself as worth my fucking time, then maybe you got my attention. But you're gonna need to do something serious to get my attention. I don't care about money. It's something that's easily replaced anyway. Like, why am I going to be concerned about something that's so little and so pathetic You know, I've had money come in and out my hands 24/7 of my fucking life. To the point where I realised that maybe life is more important, as money seems to be so easily accessible. And you can get it for doing anything you bloody well please within the world.
Took your sweet time. Come on, let's get this over with.
Like, selling you dirty fanny pictures online. Like, and the worst bit about it is these OnlyFans women literally will add you on Facebook, communicate to you, and then ask you if you want to see their fanny for £5.99 a month. And then when you go no, they'll ask you if you're gay. Like, no, I can go on Google and type in vaginas and see 1,000,000 of them for free. I can go downtown and get laid for a pint. Why the fuck would I pay £5.99 a month to see your dotty pictures? It doesn't sound pleasable or reasonable for me whatsoever. Right? Just because you're a glorified internet whore doesn't mean I want to purchase any of that product.
I'm with you.
You look like you're waiting for someone.
Reyes?
I'm here for the charlatan, not some third-rate smuggler.
They're one and the same.
Surprise.
The Angaran spy. Your interest in the Rokar murders. Everything you've done has been to undermine Sloane's power.
Death by 1,000 cuts.
You said you wanted to settle things. How?
A duel. You and me, right now. Winner takes Kadara Port.
You want to avoid war by shooting each other?
2 people shooting each other is better than a lot of people shooting each other.
I'll take those terms.
Yeah, I mean, it's a fair fight. It's a 1v1. I'll stay out of this. Good luck to both of you. May the best man or woman win.
Sniper, his sights are set on Sloan.
You fucking cheap
Sniper!
bastard. I don't like her, but that's just
Cover me!
cheap.
Shoot him!
What the hell was that?
Damn it!
He's got nowhere to hide. My people will find him, then his head goes on a spike.
I don't care.
Do what you want. I'm done with him.
I'll never trust Tan or the Initiative. But you're out of the doghouse.
I mean, if you'd have done that dual fair fight 1v1, mate, I wouldn't have mattered what happened, but you were a sleazebag and had a sniper waiting. So, fuck you! I'm an honourable man, mate. 1v1s, mate. Do as you please. But when it's not a 1v1 and you're a sleazebag and you do shit like that, then you're not worth my time. Oh, for fuck's sake, man. Why do I always have to speak? I just want to see what the science thing is now. The problem is you're so motherfucking complicated. And if I was a retard that didn't know how to fast travel, this would be a hell of a lot fucking longer. And I imagine if I was playing on harder difficulties, I'd probably have to manually travel round instead of being able to fast travel. So like if I went to, so like Fallout where they have like the harder difficulty, if you play the survival mode, you have to travel from A to B all the time. There's no fast traveling. Which is the main reason why I would never really play that game on a harder difficulty. Now, if I had a load of people watching and I were getting a load of money off it, then I wouldn't give a shit. Like, because, you know, I could just play that game and make a huge revenue on how long it would take me to complete the game. But I don't make revenue, so I like to go through games as quick as I can, unless I enjoy it, or maybe I found something. So like this game, I wanted to know if the terraforming would actually start to change the planet. I'm not seeing anything. We also need to get better at the, surviving planet Mars. I still want to actually terraform that game at some point. And I also want to do the Nathandrel thing. I want to get better at that and actually play that game a little bit more. But I came off them for a bit because it was just too much at the time and I couldn't be arsed with it. But they are games that I am willing to go back to. I've still got the Surviving on Mars. I just uninstalled them, the Nathandrel one, because, well, I wanted to play other games, and that game, I didn't really know where it was going upon that game. Nor do I know where that game leads, and it kind of seemed a lot more quicker, easier just to skip through generations than it did at us.
Pathfinder, come to collect on the debt I owe you.
I've proven myself an ally. It's time you start treating me like one.
You're a real pain in the arse, you know that?
I've heard that before.
But you did save my life. I know the Nexus needs outposts. Kadara's in better shape than most planets.
This is the right call, Sloan. We don't have the numbers to keep fighting each other. We need to work together.
I'll work with you, but not with Tam. The Nexus exiled us to die. I've neither forgiven nor forgotten that.
I'm not asking you to ignore the past, just to consider the future.
I get a cut of whatever your settlers produce. Think of it as a protection fee. Plenty of collectives still running around. Wouldn't want them to get ideas.
It almost sounds like extortion.
Do we have a deal?
I mean, in hindsight, I'm putting a science lab here, so I'm gonna go with this one.
Are you going to be nice to me now?
Don't push your luck, Sarah.
So, I found that I got hairs on my big toe and it's pissing me off. Why I develop hairs on my big toe? No idea. Does anyone else develop hairs on their big toe? It's a weird place to develop hair just on one toe. I don't know if anyone else thinks that's weird, but I do. I had hairs there. There's none now. I just chopped them off with scissors. Also pinched the skin in my toe.
Kadara is now a viable option for an outpost.
I mean, ouch,
Badlands still aren't
it's
exactly
bleeding.
safe, but with Sloane's protection, we should be okay.
I don't know what happened. Like, I asked God like why I can feel pain yesterday, and now I can't feel pain again. It was kind of nice. I'm not gonna lie. It was enjoying feeling the pain. You know, when you're not used to stuff, you kind of get enjoyment for feeling it again. Same as like this demon that makes me feel tired all the time. I hope it never leaves. You stay forever, mate. Unfortunately, my dog's on that sofa, so you're gonna have to sit on that one now. It's great. It really is. Yeah, you know, feeling tired is nice. Although I feel it all day and still just continue through my day. So like the whole time I've been streaming, I have felt absolutely physically fucking
Kadara is
drained.
now a viable option for an outpost.
The Badlands still aren't exactly safe, but with the Collective's protection, we should be okay.
Right. If I was a lazy motherfucker that generally didn't want to do stuff within an hour without my life, I could have just stayed in bed all day. But I'm not a lazy fucker, and I like to be as productive within what I am capable and what I can and can't do. So, you know, I'm good for people for about 10 minutes, but, you know, after 10 minutes, mate, honestly, I can't be arsed at all with people. And I don't really care who you are, either. Right. Unless you're my nieces, or my nephews. And trust me, I get called Uncle Ben by a lot of people's kids. Because I'm a good person, like I say, I free run, I skateboard, I do all this shit. And I like to advance kids, because nobody helped me when I was a child growing up, other than a few selective friends that would help me read without my childhood, and I would grant them my protection, where if someone started on them in school, I would launch a fucking chair at.
Confirmed. Calling outpost.
But luckily I didn't need to, because a lot of people knew exactly what that meant when someone helped me read. And like I said, I was known to be left alone.
This may piss off as many people as you manage to feed.
Director Addison? No personal appearance? Placing an outpost is a big deal.
Thank you, but no. I prefer climate control to these extremes. Honestly, an outpost on Kadara, where the worst of our exiles stake their claim, you better be sure about this.
We can't turn our backs. The initiative failed them.
You weren't there, but you're here now, and it's your call. It's a win, and we'll take wins wherever we can get them. You need to do this again. Another step forward, but of course there's more. There's always more. And there's another matter, a ceremonial one. A statement for the archives.
Is this really the time?
Pathfinder was always a symbol. Like outpost flags hanging in the commons, the people need a connection to reality on the ground. Address them, Pathfinder. What did this mean?
It cost a lot to get this far, but we didn't make the trip to turn our backs, especially on our own people. If you're ready to work, if you're not here to hide, if you want to set the example, Kadara is waiting.
For posterity, Pathfinder. Addison out.
I ain't gonna lie, you know, since my bitch had a nose job, I actually made quite a beautiful facial woman. Except the lips, I don't like the lips. They kind of look like they've been, like, injected. And how come I didn't get to pick my outpost, you fucking arseholes? I wanted a science one here. I don't know whether it's science or military, but I suppose that you've probably already picked it for me, dickheads. No, I don't want to go there. Planet we're on. It's not fucking Earth, I know that, so... Is it just vanished now? Huh? What? Have I just, like, disappeared now? Have I just done everything? Oh, link outpost words. And where is this guy?
This is it. I ordered 3 crates. And I only
I mean, technically there's a big one underneath, so... What did we do? Did we just 3D print all this shit? So why can't I land at the outpost anymore? Where the fuck did I just get the random 50 XP from?
Good work.
I'm not deploying them now, man. I'm just gonna fast travel. Yeah, you don't need that mask on.
Hello, Ryder.
And what's scannable in here, mate? Maybe it's in here.
Hello, Ryder.
Hello, dickhead. Oh, that. Well, I don't think there's anything important over here, so that's me bored and I'm off. Which fortunately, we need now to go all the way back to here to get back to the Nexus. It's going to take forever. See? Look how long it took me. This loading screen's forever, man. It's a good game, but like the storyline was short as fuck. It made Black Ops 6 look like a marathon. Also Battlefield and all, like, because it made me chuckle how Battlefield was like complaining about how short the campaign was, and I'm pretty sure that Black Ops actually had a longer campaign than fucking Battlefield of the new game that came out. And you know, I could just find the area in my playlist, to be honest, and see which one actually took me longer to physically do. And out of curiosity, I'm kind of like, I kind of want to know now. Playlist. Because I only really do an hour and a half on streaming. Oh, we still got Age of Mythology to do and all, not Empires. Back down. I don't know when the fuck I actually played these games. Well, I played them after High on Life, I ain't gonna lie, so... High on Life were a sick game, though. I suggest anyone to play that. Assassin's Creed Shadow. Fucking hell, that took me 61. It was a good game, though. Oh, no. I'm reading that. I thought it was Shadow of War, my bad. It was a good game, but a lot of areas just pissed me off. I don't know when we played Call of Duty. Oh, Black Ops 7 campaign took me 4 streams. So where the fuck's Battlefield at? Dying Light 2, The Beast. It's not as good as I thought it was going to be. The problem is I'm looking for a B. I got Borderlands 3 and then thought it was that one. Don't I really play? Call of Duty Black Ops 6 took me 6 streams. I also did some Easter eggs, but no one watched them, so I didn't bother with that anymore. Mainly because a lot of streamers already cover that content, so it's kind of pointless me doing that. Because, like, even I go on Mr. JD Daleks or Mr. Waffle Waffles when I don't know how to do an Easter egg. So I just kind of feel like I'm copying and pasting their content, which is unfair. Although the Easter eggs that I did, I generally found myself, and that's why I did them. Or I was shown. I can't find where Battlefield is. But I'm sure I only did like, oh, Battlefield 6, yeah. Battlefield 6 was less of a campaign than Black Ops 6 and Black Ops 7 because it only took me 3 streams to complete the whole game. Yeah. So I don't know where Battlefield has any nerve to pick on Black Ops 6's campaign when your game took literally less than fucking 6 hours for me to complete. Probably took less than that. That's just me being nice. Right, now if your campaign was longer than Black Ops 6 and 7, then yeah, I could fully understand that. But when it takes me 4 streams to complete Black Ops 6 and it takes me 5 streams to complete Black Ops 7, bearing in mind that I usually do a stream for an hour and a half to 2 hours between that area, and then I'll cut it off and restart the stream, and I do that for multiple reasons.
Ryder, could we chat?
YouTube doesn't let me edit it if the video is over 2 hours. So if I wanted to edit a load of deaths out, I wouldn't be able to do that. Now I can clip stuff all the way through, that's quite easily. But, you know, it's not going to allow me to edit that video because it's too long. So I keep it for that. And I also keep it for people that may doze off watching my stream. I mean, after my ex left me, if I couldn't find something dotty to play with, I used to 9 times out of 10 watch a girl that would stream because I missed the fucking sense of a woman's presence, which used to help me sleep. Yeah? I mean, I ain't even gonna lie, mate. I missed the sense of a presence that much of a woman that I'm even thinking about just buying clothes and washing the bastards and folding them because I was used to that. Mainly reason why is I've kept my son's Paw Patrol table within my living room just so I have something to move around still. After my son used to come and see me for the measly time that he had, that I was highly grateful for because it was a lot better than this virgin,
Anomaly detected.
I would rather have something over nothing. And the problem is eventually when you end up with nothing,
Deploying probe. Getting a scan.
you realise how much that time was meant, how precious that time was. Right? My son don't even care about Paw Patrol anymore, I can tell you that. The fuck?
Respect on deck.
We're just gonna leave this cryopod out here? Alright. It's not unhuman of us. Liam's words. Nah, fuck it, let's go and see what he's got to say. Just leave you there, yeah, mate? I mean, he was frozen and now he's still frozen in the deep. It's got no power to the cryopod, though.
Beginning approach.
I ain't gonna lie, but for the exploration, I think I preferred the No Man's Sky a bit more, but once again, the same issue that I'm running with on this game is what I got bored of No Man's Sky for. Because I was going to so many different planets for, you know, for them to have the same life on so many different planets, at so many different galaxies, at so many different... Like, it just became monotonous, and it's like, why is there no diversity? That I'm exploring different galaxies, I'm exploring different solar systems, I'm exploring different planets, but yet all the animals are the fucking same. All the plant life is the fucking same. Like, it became boring because of that. And the same is what's happening within this game. Like, there is no diversity in different creatures, monsters, or anything. We're just running into the same shit. Like, and this is where it becomes boring. Because, I mean, in hindsight, you know, for you wouldn't expect for humanity to go to a different planet, yeah, and come across the same life form at all. Like, you just generally wouldn't think that. Like, because it just doesn't make sense. That's probably the reason why I left this planet quickly. I had no need to be at it. And I come over here to speak to an arsehole. Like, there as well. Oh, you need an outpost. Never thought about sucking a dick, bro. Like, because there's still all these that I gotta fucking talk to and all. So I guess now we're terraforming this planet. Not that planet. The frozen one. No, find an outpost. I'm trying to get comfy. But this was the first planet that we terraformed. So I kind of want to leave that one towards the end because this was the first one that we terraformed. And apparently the plant life was attacking us. I didn't get attacked by any plant life. On the one that I was just on, whichever one that was. This one I didn't get really attacked on. It was actually fine. There was just no water. Just a barren land. This one, I really don't remember, actually. This is the one, actually, I think, with the Krogans and that on. And their own base. If I'm correct, or no, that was that one. This one I can't remember, to be honest. Like, not at all. I can't remember what we did on there. What I remember is we terraformed our first planet there. And, you know, someone in the chat like, this is the last one I'm doing. I'm like, oh, my bad. I don't know, bro. I'm just doing whatever I feel like in the game. I really have no direction on where I'm going. It's the first time I've played it, so everything at the minute is kind of just a guessing game at the minute. Now, what fucking planet am I on now? Because I forgot. I'm on an ice one, right? Stop putting me on shit I don't want you to put me on. It should be that one. I have a better idea. Let's just go to the map and let's just stick you on, yeah? Which leads me to 1,054 things. Right, so it's V is the planet we're on, which is the one that I'm on now. Right, okay. A little bit further. I'm not going in there. Hazard level 2. There it is. The problem is with these, is you can't see where they are because it tags up 1,054 different fucking goddamn things. Which, look, see, they just overlay your map so that you can't see what the fuck you're doing. I'm burnt out on this game now. I don't care about this. I'm off to chill out for a bit. I'm gonna love you all. I'm gonna leave you all. And we'll be back to finish this tomorrow. I'm burnt out. Although we are off to see see if Oats changed to that planet before we go, because I cannot physically be arsed to even start interacting with any of that now. I want to go and see if that planet's changed a bit, because that's the first one we terraformed. So let's go and see if anything's actually changed.
I'm detecting below normal temperatures.
And also I'm wondering whether like the snowstorm will clear up in here, but we'll find that out tomorrow. I'm in no physical mental state to continue. I just need to go and dull my mind out and
Ryder, Liam's looking for you.
basically do what Paige is doing and watch someone else play a game for a bit. Why I have cuddles with my dog. Because each and every time I'm playing this, I'm wasting time that I've got left with my dog. So I want to go and see whether this has changed at any point, because it did say within like a couple of years, blah blah blah, come back and that. Yeah, I've not seen any night or day process within this game. I don't even know what years we're actually going up off, what clock we're going off, or out like that, because each and every area is going to have a different time system and a different day rotation around the sun than what we have. We have a 24-hour clock, but we will have to change that soon because our days are shortening on this earth. I don't know if you've noticed this, but our days are getting a lot smaller. There seems to be a lot less time of that sun being here. Also, that's a good question. Why did they choose to be on that side of the planet when the other side of the planet looks so much better?
Entering atmosphere. LZ in sight.
This looks the fucking same. Oh, except them things. But I've seen them on quite a few planets, so. I think 2 planets I've seen them on. But you see, the storm cleared up here. But yeah, it doesn't seem to be out fantastic. And I'm hoping that there's not 1,054 side missions on here. Yeah, there's one right there. Do you ever just hate yourself sometimes? What's this? Locate. So, yeah, we're just kind of going to leave it here, and we're going to clear this planet up when we come back tomorrow or some point later on tonight, I don't know. But I'm off to spend some time with my dog, so go love and leave you all. Unfortunately, I can't see the love arts through the PlayStation, but I did look at the chat. I can see when I pay attention to the chat. So.
The reports didn't do this world justice. It's ethereal.
Director Addison, I imagine you have concerns that we haven't placed a full outpost?
Frankly, it's impressive you weren't covered in vines on landing. Given the planet's significance to the Angara, it's appropriate that we assist, but not place an outpost. And the stability you brought? I received a thank you from Aya. That may be the first time I've heard those words in Andromeda.
It's not just about being a good neighbor. Their stability helps us in the long term.
Practical and true. Ledgers don't understand that nuance, but I do. Havarl helps. Outpost or not, we're gaining. We need another, but we're gaining. It's promising, and a lot of people have noticed. I still need your voice. Something they can think about instead of an outpost flag.
We're still here, still doing important work.
Then tell them that.
We came here as pioneers, but we're not the only ones in Helios. And that means even better discoveries. On Havarl, we can work together. First contact doesn't end, and it isn't someone else's job. It's here.
Into the books, Pathfinder. Addison out.
That is, where's the side mission? Are you the side mission dude? Because I don't want to talk to an arsehole that's not worth my time. But yeah. It's a good game, but I'm not gonna lie, there's not much changing with the planet. Other than apparently plants are not attacking me, but I didn't get attacked by plants in the first place to be concerned about that. But this is what makes this game good for me. I'm not gonna lie. This is what generally makes the game fantastic.
Right away.
Like, just look at the detail. Look at the effort. But look at the sloppy work actually put to the story when you compare it to the other games. Now, I ain't gonna lie, out of them all, I thought number 3 was the best. Out of 1, 2, and 3, including this one, I thought number 3 was the best. Right? I generally do. I didn't really like the ending that we just basically kill her off, or we kill the bloke off. Right? Shepherd, that's the name. Right? Or his, I don't fucking know, it's kind of a unisex name really, isn't it? But this is generally what makes this game beautiful. Yeah? This here. There's just so much. But hands down, Mass Effect 3 was the best. They did the best in the movement, the combat, and also the worlds, and also the campaign. Whatever you do, Mass Effect, when you think about making number 5 like you're going to, you need to heavily reflect on number 3. And think what made that game good. Because this is boring and tedious. And no actual storyline or structure towards the storyline. Like, because I mean, in hindsight, I don't think I should be able to complete that until I terraformed every planet. I think you should have focused more around of making us terraform the planets. Maybe not doing the side missions as much, but at least terraforming the planets. Because we've cut out a big thing. And the worst bit is my bitch is going around lying to people, telling them that we've terraformed every planet. No, we haven't. We've not even activated every vault like she says we have. Like, there's a lot of things that's... it doesn't match. We've still got planets to terraform. They've just left one. But with this planet, once again, this was the first one that I terraformed. As I can remember anyway, I think this one is the first one I terraformed. Or the second one, this will be the second one I terraformed. But there's not much of a difference. Generally within the planet itself. It's just basically the thing that you warned me about is now not attacking me. So like... oh, fuck your mum. Why can't you just stay select? Why do I have to hold the fucking analog stick to that area? So like... this planet had no hazardous areas whatsoever. It just had no water supply. This one, I don't really... as far as I'm aware, I don't really explore that far in the first place on that one. This one, I can't remember. This one here is just the Nexus, so there's no threat or hazard there. That's just got cold temperature. And the one that I've fully done has been fully removed off my area. Which technically now, which is this one here. That's been removed off that section. That's not there no more. But with this one, we just had hazardous water that we had to leave, and then once we activated the vault, the water was not hazardous anymore. Like, I feel like there was very little put into the terraforming area. Like very little effort put into it. The fuck? Am I creating salt with my feet now? Like what the? Alright, whatever. Does anyone need salt? Apparently I've learned how to create it with my feet. Right. I don't know how that works. I haven't had no salt for ages, so... Really, because I have to prioritise over food than flavour towards food. So, I don't know how I've got salt on my toes. Like, not a clue. And as far as I'm aware, I don't think sweat holds fucking... I mean, it would be a salt contents, because we would discrete shit like that for our bodies anyway. It's natural. But also salt helps thinning the blood, but so does garlic and many other different fucking things. And I also don't like that you can just change whatever you want to be whenever you want to be. But also, I don't know if it makes any difference. See, we just went with what we picked from number 1, 2, and 3. That's what we picked. Also, I don't get why there's exclamation marks still on here. Right, really don't. Oh, right, that's why that ability that I use replenishes, because it's a melee attack. A lot of shields. Right. And once again, I completed this whole game with this weapon. The campaign got completed with that weapon. Right. So it really goes to show that you didn't even need to think about putting this system in. Oh, so you got a quicker fire rate but less damage. It looks like a burst weapon though, that does, doesn't it? We're destructing it. I don't care about it. That we're going to keep because, honestly, we completed the game with this weapon. I might even stash it. Like, we did not struggle at any point in the game, really, other than I had to put a bit more effort in than normally I would have to do. So it was basically like playing Life of P, you know, where I was coming up against boss fights, and I would have to sit forward to engage with that boss fight. But we completed the whole game pretty much with this weapon, because I couldn't be bothered to play with all this system here. And this is kind of your problem with a lot of games that kind of ruin it. You implicate shit that takes up memory that's not needed. And what it is it's a cheap way to give people content. Right? Nobody cares about content, man. We just want a good campaign, someone that's funny or entertaining or knowledgeable or at least can speak something about the world. You know what I don't want to hear, mate? It's RIP in the chat, guys. I died, RIP in the chat, guys. We didn't get in the Smurf lobby that game. Because that's what you guys sound like to me all the fucking time, mate. And I can't be any nicer than I try, other than to call you all a bunch of fucking idiots. that needs to get some personality. My personality is being a dickhead and an arsehole, but I've been through a hell of a lot of trauma to be in this state. But I try my best to be nice when I'm actually talking to someone. Unless they give me a reason to be a dick, and then I'm going to come straight back with being a dick. Simple as. Eye for an eye. You know what I mean? You can be an arsehole now, I can be an arsehole. Simple as. And to be honest, I spent a lot of time of it. Oh, does anybody know what I do next? Chat, does anybody else know what I do next? Does anybody else? Dude, you haven't even looked. You're just begging your chat to help you. That's all you're doing. Why don't you just go, does anybody want to come and play this game for me, chat? See, now with Paige, I can't really just... She helps me when she knows I'm getting wound up and probably about to go on YouTube anyway myself, especially if the game's been out for a long period of time. I hate the fact that streamers are able to get games months ahead in front of people, and yet it's still released like a pile of shit. Because obviously the streamers are just brand nosing them. And then they come out with the content, and then they listen to the public, and then they backmouth the fucking people that gave them the months early release to be able to play the game, to get the content, and to give the fucking people the feedback of what they believe that they should change in the game. And the first thing that you should be changing in Call of Duty is removing that viable content bullshit and removing battle passes out of games. These are just memory cloggers. Nobody cares about them. The main reason why I've uninstalled Apex is because I'm sick of the fucking battle pass. And yet you just put more shit on a battle pass that I don't care about, which basically makes a human being go, well, if I don't complete the battle pass, they don't get all the stuff I paid for. So you're basically entrapping us to play your game. And then you entrap us even further by filling up our console's memory with shit that nobody asked for. Like, and it's brain dead idiots that promote it, and brain dead idiots that go, yeah, but I'd lick his arsehole if he needed it cleaning and had no toilet roll because I love him. He's my idol. Like, instead of like, mate, this guy's a fucking idiot. Why the fuck am I even listening to him? Like, and today in the new battle pass, we've got a pile of shit. That's all you need to say, mate. A pile of shit. You've got a fucking 100 different fucking skins to probably collect. That's what you've got, mate. Bearing in mind, you've already got 1 million skins. And probably more if you've actually purchased skins. And yet nobody cares about it. Nobody like on Apex Legends that I played with going, oh, I just killed a Wraith with a mythic skin on. I never heard any player say that. But like in Black Ops 3, I'd hear people like, I got him, mate. The dark camo's mine now, bitch. You'd be like, yeah, fuck you. Enjoy it for a bit, bro. I'm coming back for you. Because I was the one with the dark matter. And even to the point where my mate Jay would shoot me in the back just so he could pick up my weapon so he could have dark matter. Right? I bet you did it fucking again, didn't you? I just want dark matter for a bit. Fuck off. You're a prick. But I couldn't say, oh, he got the PPSH and I shot him straight away and picked that weapon up. And he knew why I did it. He only did it so you could have PPSH, yeah? You've done it with me with a fucking dark matter skin. And you've done it with me with a needle, right? Because he wanted the needle gun and I wanted the PPSH. I got the fucking needle weapon and he got the PPSH. So we were both disappointed. So we used to kill each other for the weapons that we wanted to use. We all only played hardcore. We didn't play anything else. so we could shoot each other. Alright, and we did many times. A lot of times by accident as well, right? And then we had dumbass Wayne, mate, that would get fucking raps out and get himself kicked because he just like literally killed 3 of his teammates in a matter of a second of them being released. And we even told him, like, dude, we're not playing team deathmatch, so there's no point you having raps on. You could have Wraith and a hater and a care package or a UAV to assist your team. Instead, you want to think that you've killed 54 people when you've got a whole 2,000 score. We've actually killed 55 people and we're on 50,000 score. Yeah. Do you not realize that you actually receive less XP from a kill streak than what you do from killing someone with a weapon? You also earn more XP as well if you are doing this with a sniper and getting the one shot. You'll also earn more XP upon that if you get a headshot. The score will be the same, but the XP that you'll receive from it is much greater. Yeah. Like, this is what you don't understand. Like, you're a dumbass, and we're trying to tell you exactly. Right? You have got, when we played, we used to play Kill Confirm and also Uplink as well, where basically another thing that you would do is run around and collect everyone's uplinks where we left them. We also used to leave the Kill Confirm tags. Unless we was losing, then we started picking them up. But we was that good of a team that we didn't really have to concern, and we manipulated the whole game pretty much within our favour. Even if we was being spawn kill, it took less than a couple seconds for me to run round to flip the spawn to prevent that. And plus I was always running AMPs to prevent being spawn killed. Because in Black Ops 3 we had Guardians and we had Sentries. Now if you put these on spawn locations, it capped the enemy from spawning there. And on game like maps like Nuketown, well, this spawn killing became an absolute nightmare. And highly frustrating. Right? To the point where, you know, you kind of didn't want to play the game anymore. Right? But, you know, it's quite easy. You just rage quit and find a new game. Right? And because there was no system matchmaking back then, you didn't have to wait half an hour to find a game. You was in the next game. Once again, either coming up against filthy sweats, coming up against average players, coming up against dog shit players, or coming up against a mix where you've got one good player, you got 6, you know what I mean, one good player, one average player, one this, one that, you know, which honestly made the game much more better than what we've got now for multiplayer games. Right? And the reason why the system matchmaking works. It really does. It works. But due to the fact of streamers manipulating the system matchmaking by 2-boxing, smurfing, that's why system matchmaking doesn't work. Because of people exploiting the system that was implicated to make the game more entertaining. So now it's just basically me coming up against 5 sweats while I'm with 4 bots. It's basically me, like predecessor. I come up against 4 fucking bots. Well, I'll have 4 fucking bots. And I think when I'm doing good, I'm actually paying attention to what the team's doing. Right? And within predecessor, I need to do that. So if mid lane's always dying, I've got to try and push my lane more. If mid lane is always coming across to my lane, then I have to pay attention to that, which is usually by sticking a ward in the jungle to give me heads up that he's on his way. Alright? And system matchmaking was only implicated into games for streamers to get easy wins by exploiting the system. That's it. The only reason why aim assist is so active within games is so that you don't know that the streamer's got a soft aim button. Playing this game, where's my aim assist been in this game? If aim assist has always been apparent in games. Because I've had no lock on at any point. All the way through this game has been my aim and my aim only. Which kind of makes the game a little bit more harder and more stressful than it does playing on a game where I'm basically playing GTA that snaps onto every character I fucking aim at. And if you don't know how GTA works, honestly, you can aim in, roll, re-aim, and you will constantly keep locking onto enemies. Yeah. I hide behind a wall and then just peek, and it will aim straight at enemy, kill that, drop back behind the wall, re-aim, kill the enemy, drop, re-aim, drop it, and so on and so on. After I killed one enemy, I will not bother moving my aim to the next person. I will just stop aiming and then re-engage the aim to lock onto the next person in the next country. And that is how overpowered the aim assist is in with GTA. And it has been like that since San Andreas. And it's not changed. Right? It's where the aim assist was put into the games. Now, there was other games where you would get aim assist with certain weapons where it would lock on. But like, if you go to Vice City, you were pretty much running with submachine guns and handguns to make your life easier through the game. You would avoid the assault rifles because you had to physically aim yourself, and you had to physically move that aim yourself. There was no aim assist. It was basically like using a shit version of a sniper, and it was pointless. Right? It's pretty much what it was. But I'm going to go and spend some time with my dog. I'm going to chill out. I'm going to watch some shitty YouTube myself. I don't know what I'm going to watch. I've been watching, what's it? Oh, what's his name? Give me a second. I'll tell you who I've been watching. Someone else is playing Mass Effect 3. Why do I feel like everyone's hopping on my dick with this shit? It's a chick and everyone's simping her. You did amazing at what? What did you do? I mean, she's quite far in the campaign by the looks of it. I'm not going to say her name, I'm just watching. The PC. Robotic aim. I said she probably knows the ins and outs of the game better than me because she's receiving very little damage and packing out high damage. So, like, personally, I would say. But I don't get why everyone's basically copying me now. Like, because nobody else was doing this shit until now. And the problem is most of you probably already played these games. I'm actually playing these games because they're first time through. Like, which is why you get like a natural experience when I come across shit, and the fact that I have to generally figure stuff out. I was going to tell you how thingy. I don't know why it even showed me a Mass Effect 3. No, it's because she's just purchasing everything and then attaching them on. I didn't do any of that shit, mate. You ain't no hardcore player, you bitch player. Right. Try doing what I did, mate. Run through the whole game with just that gun. You want to be a hardcore player, a game player like me, try doing shit like that. I avoid anything to do with reading. Right, I was trying to find my subscribing area, but it keeps putting me on other stuff. Let's Game It Out. I've been watching him, he's quite amusing. He just fucks around with abilities and stuff. And everyone's now picking on Dr. Disrespect. Don't you find that weird? Like 3 or 4 days ago, 5, whenever I decided to pick on Dr. Disrespect for being a fucking nonce, and now everyone's jumping on that bandwagon. You know what I mean? It's like everybody's just sat on my dick. This is my world, isn't it? Oh, I'm not going to sleep. I've literally got an hour before I go through my traumatic experience. I'm just going to deal with my dog and sulk and feel depressed and relive it. Like, no matter what I do, I still relive the area anyway. Even streaming at the time and playing games is starting to become worthless. It's just each and every day I become more hollow and try and find my humanity again. But why is everyone copying me now? Like, what's with this shit? Like, every time I go onto my channel, mate, there's about 500 people doing the exact same game that I previously was doing. Like, you all play the new games. Like, you all play all the new games. Mainly because you've kind of got the money to do that shit. Right. Pretty much running the characters that I ran for the abilities I was running and all. That laser gun were actually quite good. I can use it because of, like, marine. It seems to be packing out a hell of a lot of damage, though, I'm not gonna lie. She's so slow and boring. It's kind of like watching me right now. I'm not gonna lie. kind of like me when I'm lost in situations because of the lack of capability of reading, for one, which is why I avoid mostly areas like this until later on in the game when I've got more resources to actually do it. Right. She's probably reading chat, so that's probably why she's not actually fucking... No, nobody's in chat at all. Nobody's talking to her in chat, so she's not reading chat. Was I that slow and boring now? I'm curious. That because I'm picking on her and I could have just been as slow and boring. That's effect 3. So I know what part you're on, mission you're on anyway. So I can go and match that straight away. Was I slow and boring? I never put subtitles on apparently through this game and all. Well, that's probably because I'm talking. No, I did put subtitles on. And she's probably playing on an easier difficulty and all by the looks of things. No, I get through quite quickly. I mean, I ain't gonna lie, I generally feel like my gameplay is more entertaining to watch because I'm doing more than just nothing. Like, I mean, honestly, it's like watching somebody that struggles to play games. Like, that's generally what it looks like I'm watching there. Not using any abilities, not using any mobility, just casually walking around shooting at things. And the enemies are not inflicting any damage whatsoever. Like, she literally stood there getting shot the shit out of and not losing their shield. Where I was getting beamed pretty much ASAP to the point where I had to retreat and assess the situation before I re-engaged with the situation. So she must be playing on an easy difficulty or something. Which kind of does my head in and all because... Well, just imagine if I actually played games on the easiest difficulty, how quick I would fucking get through them. Like... And the worst bit is I'm watching these people look like they're really trying their best. I'm just playing a game until I go, right, maximum effort, I see. That's the only time you'll ever see me put effort into the game 100%. Is when I go, well, looks like it's maximum effort. I'm going to have to put a bit more effort in this. I'm going to have to try a little bit more in this. So, maybe I may as well just start playing games on easy. You know what I mean? Because that's what it kind of looks like. But that's what the easy is difficulty for. I generally don't think you should be able to make a career out of playing on the easiest difficulties all the time, really. No. Maybe I need a face cam or something, you know. Put my sexy face on there. But the problem is that I chain smoke. So I don't really want to be subliminally messaging people to chain smoke. And even worse, I know that kids can actually get onto my channel. All they got to do is fake their age. Right? But at the end of the day, mate, you're 18. It's not my job to parent you. That's your fucking parents' jobs. Right? Not mine. If you're sat there until 3 o'clock in the morning watching me, that's down to your own decision. If you're sat there and watching me as a kid, that's down to your own decision. That's not mine. And that's up to your parents to be safeguarding you, not me. Right? How am I supposed to know, number one, that there's a fucking kid on my channel? Number two, how am I supposed to discipline him when you as a parent can't even fucking do it? And you expect me, millions of miles away, or a couple miles away, to be able to discipline your child when I'm not around. Right. And also the main reason why most of these things are coming up, I'm not gonna lie, is because I click on my own channel, which is annoying. When I'm viewing my own channel, I don't really give a shit what other people are doing on their channel. Right? I don't care. No offense to them, but like I don't care. And the fact that every time I come on here, mate, or click to view where she's at in the campaign out of curiosity, I've had adverts straight away. Right? You've got 22 subscribers, so she is making revenue off this. And I ain't gonna lie, 22 subscribers, she's ain't got many people watching her. He looks like a man in a wig. Generally does the facial features and everything. That's the problem now. That's probably why I'm always going to be single, mate, because I just view every woman as a man now. It's easier to be like, it's better to be safe than sorry, mate, if I view every woman as a man and not get weird tranny. Nah, it helps. She kind of looks like she just plays games, though. Like Subnautic, Quiet Time. It's kind of similar to what I do. Still looks like a man in a wig, though. And she has got playlists and that's decent. Not much, though. Just out of curiosity, you know what I mean? I'm just bored. Still looks like a man in a wig. Control 2 weeks ago. Already completed that game. It's not a bad game. There's no way you completed that in 2 hours. Come on. Take control in Alan Wake universe to stop the corruption. You look like you've got a whole different game to the actual game that you're playing there in your title. Mainly because I'm just looking for other games that potentially I can play. And at the minute, these are basically like all the games that I've played. Do you know for as many views, like, as subscribers as she's got very fuck all views. She got 22k subscribers. Yeah. And the highest video I've seen with views so far is 254. How are you making revenue out of this? Like, how? Like 2 months ago, Alan Wake. Technically, I mean, I jumped on her dick for that one, really, didn't I? When did I play Alan Wake? When did I play Alan Wake? Yeah, like I say, don't worry, I pick on myself, not just others. Fuck me, it's more entertaining when I pick on myself than others. You all make it too easy. When was the video? Oh, it doesn't tell me in the playlists. Oh, yep, 3 weeks ago. Yeah, I defo jumped on her dick for that one. So, like, in hindsight, I'm probably not actually doing that bad on YouTube. Just not getting the subscribers. Like, because you genuinely would think, oh, hang on. No, because I said 254, didn't I? It is the highest view count that I've seen on the videos. So basically, all I'm saying, mate, is she's got a bunch of men that just wank over her. They go to a channel for a wank and then come off. That's kind of what that looks like to me. Or you got a lot of bot subscribers to make it look like you've got people. I mean, you have a bot chat. So, I mean, you could have the bot views, you could have the bot fucking subscribers. There could be a lot going off there. Like, that's the thing I don't physically understand. You got 22 subscribers, and next to fuck all actual views on it. Like, I mean, to be honest, other than the actual thing, your gameplay is quite boring to watch. You basically just look like me, confused all the time when I'm struggling with the reading area. She also has another little chat thing up, so she might be streaming on something else as well. Like, that one seems to get a lot. He does have a Twitch account as well, so that's probably where it's all come from. She's done the double revenue thing, you know, where she has the Twitch account, and then she has the YouTube, and then she begs all the Twitch people. But the problem is all you people from Twitch, mate, most of you are fake anyway, because you can get subscribers donated to you. And that's just wrong. That's just wrong. You shouldn't be able to donate subscribers to people. For a start, it embarks upon free will. Like, who's to say that that viewer wanted to watch that person in the first place and you're just going to donate them subscribers? Like, this bang out of order. Right. So I would say, like, with console, we don't, as far as I'm aware, we don't have the capability to stream on more than one platform at a time. Unless, like, I get a camera and point it at the thing and then stream that camera towards Twitch or something. But then you would never hear no voice, or, well, you'd hear my voice, but you would never hear anything from the TV. Like, it would just never work that way. But yeah, I completed this whole game with this gun, and to be honest, it was a beast. And it kind of makes sense why I was doing very little damage. I would say most of her views come off of the TikTok thing that she's on. No, I got Jack Spart 3 years ago. Someone stole his content. The fuck is that ugly thing? Best Buy ad. What with that terrifying looking thing there, mate? That. So honestly, I'm not really doing that bad then. Like, I'd feel really bad. Like, having 22 subscribers, 22k subscribers, and having very little viewers on my videos would make me feel really bad. You see, for me, I only have 604 subscribers, and my view count is not actually that bad on a lot of my videos. Now, the likes ain't always there, but, like, my exercising videos that I put no clickbait, no nothing upon, have gone up. Some of my goddamn shorts on Apex Legends have gone up. that I don't pay any attention to now. My playlists I've not paid attention to for such a long fucking time anyway. Apparently I've got so many Mass Effect fucking 7s coming up that are not happening, so I can actually delete them now. Well, parts anyway. Part 6. This is just me being boring and talking random shit. Before I go and relax, and just spend some time with my dog for a bit. Because I'm brain dead on this game. I couldn't continue with this game if I wanted to at the moment. I've done a lot of parts today. I don't know what I started on. Part 14, and we've gone all the way up to 23 we're on now. Alright, but, you know, like, I don't get like hundreds or 200 views, but I got 40 views, 25, 21, 31. The predecessor I get most views on, 178, but I ain't gonna lie, I think most of them are just stream snipers that actually view. And that's the worst bit about that game, which I kind of feel like it needs streamer mode on to prevent that from happening, so that my name can remain anonymous. Because obviously people are cheating when it comes to the rank system by stream sniping. It doesn't help the fact that it has YT on there, but yet for Call of Duty that doesn't exist. Right. Why has everyone just started to go back playing old games now? Is my curiosity. Like that's my thing. That's what I do. So that I can have something different. And the reason why I do it is because I don't have the funding to provide towards else. If I had the funding, if I had 22 subscribers, mate, I won't be playing this game. I'd be playing a newer game. Nor would I be playing Mass Effect 3, which once goes to show that these people that you subscribe to, they don't think about you. They don't care about you. They care about what's easier for them. Right? Because if I had more money, I'd be putting money towards better games to put better content on. I'd be playing more new release games. I'd be playing more up-to-date games. I'd probably bypass the older games. Man's on 604 subscribers and yet still tries his best to add extra content. Now, I don't have a glamorous life because I ain't got mummy and daddy wiping my arse for me. I have to borrow money off my mum. I don't get given it. But I'm not going to begrudge her or talk down about the situation because I'm grateful that she does borrow me the money. Otherwise, I would be fucked until I got paid. Like, that's actually quite shameful for someone on 22 subscribers working on more than one platform, more than likely, right, and making more than one area of revenue, and yet you're playing Mass Effect 3 instead of a new game or a later game. You know what I mean? Or a game that was released within this fucking year. Right? Because I'll tell you what I'd be doing if I had more money towards my hand to play with, because I'll go right now onto the PlayStation Store and I'll tell you what games I would buy if I had the funding. Right? Because I won't be going on deals, is where the games that I look to buy, because that's more my price range. I would more likely just go on latest, and I would go down to Resident Evil there. I'd be buying that game. You know what I mean? Straight away. I don't know what that is, but I'd buy it if I had the funding. I don't know what it fucking says. Like, where's the normal PlayStation fucking goddamn area? Why do you have to change shit that makes no motherfucking difference and nobody cares about? Like, why can't I just have latest games in the old-fashioned style that we used to have? Apparently Rainbow Siege is free and all. Not my type of game. I wouldn't play it. We already got that Monster Hunter thing. We got that. Ghost looks pretty cool. Problem is I can't get to like the latest games. Red Dead Redemption, I'm not my type of game. I won't play that. Nor would I play any of the Elder Scrolls either. I kind of like fast action games is more my thing. I would just generally start buying Silent Hill, defo play that, even though I fucking hated it as a child, mainly because of my mum. And I can't do this part. And why is that my problem? When it comes to cooking dinner, that's going to be your alright, I'll do it. There's actually no decent games that I could actually say that I would purchase because there is none there that I would genuinely play. Like, and most of the games I've already played or already own through either me or my friend on what we do. I'd definitely buy that Star Wars Outlaw. I'd definitely play that. Ugh. I mean, personally, I'd just be picking games and paying for them. Like, if I had the funding, but I don't. I already got Modern Warfare 3, we already got all the Assassin's Creeds, we've already played all them. Apparently the Cult of the Lamb's on here and all. My niece's game I brought for her for Wii. It's what she wanted. But you also see, like, the games that I try and pick is ones that I can avoid reading a lot. Like, I'd just be buying games that are good. To be honest, and because I brought it, I would have no choice but to complete it. To experience it. Although some games I don't really mind, like, if I've had enough of it, I'm just not going to play it. But it really doesn't... And the PlayStation Store has changed its format. So, like, latest games, top games in your country, well, it's not the fucking latest game, is it? If it's the top game, and then must seen, like, where's the latest then? Where are the latest games, you thick fuck of a motherfucking clickbait bullshit? Look, what's hot? Like, how is that latest games then? You know, because you played Mass Effect Andorra, right? Since when is Cyberpunk out to do that? Since when is Far Cry out to do with that? And since when has Resident Evil 2 been out to do with fucking Mass Effect? Like, how does any of that make any motherfucking sense there? Bard of Gates free, I'd defo be paying for that and playing that. I don't know what this Wasteland is, but I'd probably have a look at it. And you see, this is what I mean. Most of the streamers that you dedicate yourself to, they don't give a fuck about you. Definitely play that game there, mate, because I've watched a few things about that. That looks funny. it insults you when you die. Which is why I like Shadow of Mordor and Shadow of War, because I like the fact that it punished you when you died, and everything got 20 times harder than it previously was. Which made the game really enjoyable for me. I enjoyed the fact that when I died, I got punished. And at the end of Mordor, I ended up killing myself bare times just to advance everyone to a high level so I could go and engage with him and kill them all. Like, but there's nothing to do with latest games on here whatsoever. Other than something I can't read. There's no latest game. They're just really releasing the old games because they really got nothing else better to do, have they? This game looks good though. I don't know what it says. Directive 8020. And I'm watching people sit around a TV screen with one person playing a game. Kind of looks like a Space Marine game, but I mean, you really can't tell out. Like an alien game. Oh, it's one of them fucking choice games, that's what it is. So basically, what's it like, that fucking Dawn bullshit? But you see, I wouldn't be sat playing games like this. I'd be picking games in my price range more. And this is where I feel like you motherfuckers are being cheaped out unless your fucking viewers are asking you to play that game. See, me, I just do what I want when I want. I really don't care. And no offense, but it's kind of worked this far on my channel, so why change anything now? Right. I started with absolutely nobody on this channel. I didn't beg my friends. I didn't beg my family. I did this all myself. And the people that came into my channel stuck around for some reason. I don't know what reason they stuck around. No idea. But it was highly appreciated that they did. And I ain't got no better area of gaining some source of income. So this is what I chose because of my position. Not because I had a rich mummy and daddy where I could go and make a decent life. Right? And unfortunately, majority of the time, all I see is spoiled brats that are streaming. Unlike Mr. Ruffle Waffles, he's not a spoiled brat. Oh, she's actually up against a difficult bit. That's Spinoza. Oh, she's up against the bit where I fucking died, like... Oh, no, she's not. I think I did die a few times here, though. She's like receiving no damage, though, compared to me. She just got stamped on by the claw and received no fucking damage. Where I was basically minuscule health. Like, how is that a thing? How have you managed to do that? You gotta be playing on the weakest difficulty you have. regens too quick and all, compared to me. She must be playing a different character. Or a different set, because I played Vanguard, didn't I? So she must be playing something that regens her health quicker. But she literally regened her armor in 0.2, like 0.3 seconds, she's regenning her armor. And she's on PC. So she's more likely manipulated and added mods as well, which is highly possible through PC. This is why I don't trust PC players anymore. Because you're manipulators. Like, I don't understand how you received fuck all damage when you just got stamped on. And I was minuscule health when that happened to me. And you're literally getting shot the fuck out of and not receiving damage. Oh, she's starting to use a bit of movement now. She just sat there like a golem. What are you even concentrating on? Like, I was talking all the way through my bullshit, mate. There ain't no way you're hyper-focused on this game. It's just a golem, mate. It's a fucking golem. That's all it is. I'm gonna mute my mic, see if she's actually talking. Her game looks really slow compared to mine. And she's not receiving any damage. She's cleaning the air. I was taking cover, I was hiding. She's just walking straight through, not even being shot at. And receiving minimal damage unless shot by a rocket. And minimal damage. When I was getting shot by them rockets, I was I was cracked on my armor straight away. I was cracked on my armor ASAP when I got shot by them rockets. And what I'm on about is I'm on about the roaches that have got the fucking 3 sacks that you can shoot that basically instant kill them. Right? And she's not receiving any damage. I was cracked instantly and I had to hide behind cover. Like, defo playing on an easy difficulty. Like, or has had some temperament, or the characters generally do something a bit more than what I thought. So, like, if I go over to here, look, they do a lot more than what I thought by selecting. So, like, you've got this. But I picked the Vanguard one. So if I pick, like, the hardest in character to actually pick in the game or some shit. Like, is this the hardest one to pick? Like, by the looks of things? Because I'm still receiving a hell of a lot of damage within this game, but not as much where I have to fear as much because I found ways to be able to, you know, get health back. Have I genuinely picked the hardest one to be? I mean, it does sound more my style, to be honest, because, I mean, in hindsight, you would think Soldier would generally be the worst to be. Like, because you've got nothing. You're just combat. Right. Right. Well, the one that I've picked seems to be more like, you know, well, adapt, really. But I'm not seeing anything that reduces damage or increases my shield capability of regenning. I mean, she is a girl, so I'm not going to criticise her. She is playing the easiest difficulty. It's a shame that he picked a girl for me to pick on the YouTube, really, isn't it? So I'm not really picking on her. I'm just confused at the minute and trying to work out why I was being instantly cracked from the rocket that she's just been hit by, and she's still half shield. The only thing I can think is maybe she spent a lot of time doing upgrades that I don't consider as a problem unless I'm seeing myself in an actual threat area. Like, and unless it's I feel threatened, I'm not going to be bothered about upgrading stuff. I mean, you've watched me run through with bare upgrades at 16 a time when I've started to pay attention on actually upgrading my character. Look, they've got 18 skill points. It goes to show how much attention that I've paid and felt threatened in this game that I feel like I need the extra assist. I didn't even change my weapon from level 1. The weapon that I've been running through this whole entire game has been that one. That's the weapon I've ran this whole entire game with. And I've been up since 2:30 yesterday and all. Yeah, I've been up 24 hours. And I realise what time it is, so I'm up. But I don't want to play this game anymore. For the moment. And I can't be asked to start another game. Just to play something different. And I can't be asked to play Predecessor. So I'm kind of just stuck on where I'm just here talking. But yeah, I'm confused. Are they? Cool, keep looking. That's another thing I find funny about YouTube. You'll go on there, mate, and it'd be like, Ukraine women are waiting for you. Really? Destiny 2 shit. Man's got a modded mouse. I don't know what VPN bans are, mate. Women acting like slags. No shit, you're not actually that far, bruv. How about I say you're on road to 3,000 subscribers with 2 viewers? How does that work? One of them probably be yourself moderating. I mean, in hindsight, mate, majority of the women are just dressed like slappers and clickbaiting themselves there for attention. Except the woman that I was watching, she just looks like a bloke, but she is not dressed like a slapper. She's in a general t-shirt, she's got no makeup on. I mean, I'd probably say Shepard's got more makeup on than her. She looks like she's got eyeliner on and maybe a bit of lipstick. She's generally got a manly face, though. Like, in hindsight, it looks like a female version of me with a better skin complex. I'm not gonna lie, she generally does, mate. Be like shagging my twin. Maybe my mum had twins and just never told me that she adopted the female. That she wanted to keep the girl but kept the boy. She didn't know the difference between a penis and a vagina, even though she had one herself. Although if you see my dad, you'd be surprised. I mean, it may be him that has the vagina. I really don't get why you're receiving so little damage but packing out so much damage. But you're clean stood in the open, and I was clean in cover. Just sat eating an ice cream on live cameras. Just disgusting. I want to see when you started the game up. It's just an hour of talking so far. It's like just 2 hours of her just talking shit. Kind of like me at the minute. I want to know what difficulty you picked. I want to know why you're receiving so little fucking damage. I got curiosity now that struck the brain. By the looks of things, I can't even find... Apparently Mass Effect Mondays. How many times do you play this motherfucking game? Do you have playlists? I can find out through there, can't I? Yeah, she has playlists. No to do with Mass Effect, though. I'm saying easy difficulty. They generally got to be easy difficulty. Because I don't understand how you're physically packing out no damage. Like, packing out high damage but receiving very little damage. Like, all the way through the game, those rocket people fucking destroyed my health ASAP. Right. I was going to see if there was any tips and tricks for when I play the game again, because I didn't really see anything that actually did anything. The main thing that I saw was increasing damage. There was armor things and stuff, but I just didn't pay attention to them because I didn't see the need. I just went all the way through pretty much with basic stuff that I had at the beginning, like I did with this game. You know, just went through with basic stuff. And to be honest, even later on in the game, when I did upgrade my stuff, I mean, I still generally don't see the point why I did. You know, yeah, its fire rate's better, but I mean, no offense, but it does do more damage. So, like, all this stuff's kind of boring for me, man. It's boring. It seems pointless to constantly be going through and looking at. This is more bullshit. See, like this, it's so bullshit. But would make my life a lot more easier through the game, but like, I don't see any need to make my life easier through the game because I've not really struggled. I didn't really look at a lot on Mass Effect 3 either, to be honest. I probably did miss a lot with the armor and that, to be honest. That's probably why. It's probably upgraded the shit out of her armor that allows her to receive very next to fuck all damage and playing on an easier difficulty. Difficulty did I pick? I think I just picked the top one. So, kind of confusing upon that one. I'm not gonna lie. Oh well, I'm not bothered. I hope she has a good stream anyway. She's got plenty of subscribers. She don't need her help from me. I'm gonna love and leave everyone, and I'm gonna go and deal with my depression.